Do you want to figure out what that very first step in the strategy crafting process is? The process of visioning? Then stick around and watch this video. Hi guys, my name is Jacques Snyman and I create videos to help you create a more secure future for yourself by means of some form of an additional or side income. Today I want to talk about the very first step in that strategy process that I spoke to you about yesterday. Remember the 5 steps? You start with some form of visioning, then you do objectives, and then you go into the bulk of it, the real hard work. You craft the strategy, make a choice about it, and then you, in the 4th step, implement, and in the 5th step, you measure. And remember the feedback loops that goes back to anywhere in the process that makes sense. So, just a quick warning about setting a vision. I've done too many of these things in my life with large corporates. The danger is you can go down a rabbit hole and spend days, weeks, months, years to try and figure this one out and use that as an excuse not to move forward. Don't go there, right? So do this, give yourself a concise timeline and start. That's the warning or the danger. I'm going to look at 2 things. I'm going to look at a vision for your business and I'm going to look at a vision for your life. We're not going to look at numbers right now. We are only going to look at the vision, right? So let's start with the business. It's a simple process to just determine the vision for the business or the side income or the side hustle that you want to go and create. Remember, it's all about securing your future, generating some form of a side income for you, for security for yourself and your family. So mine is very simple. I want to create a side hustle to start augmenting and then replace my monthly income on a sustainable basis. Remember what we said before, this can be done through a second job, trading, an internet business, affiliate marketing, course creation, even a portfolio of property, right? So in terms of the theory, your vision is simply, I want to create something, some vehicle that will generate that side income for me. That's the vision, and the mission is through whatever it is that you choose. And again, you don't even have to choose that detail right now. Don't get hung up on the mission part of this discussion, right? Just clarify that in your head. So that for your business or your side income or your side hustle is a very simple visioning process. How I did this is I just stepped back and just started with brainstorming. And brainstorming is just simply a process where you just think off the wall, use post-it notes or a whiteboard or whatever works for you and just put ideas down, right? If you do this with somebody else, like your spouse or a family member or a friend, that's even better. Just do that and then go through a process, a simple process of refinement. Again, the warning is don't get hung up here, right? Don't use the excuse that says, oh, I can't decide between property and trading and affiliate marketing, so I'm going to do nothing. Just make a decision, start taking action, doing things, and this stuff will shape itself. I'm already now realizing after 6 weeks on this journey that I'm starting to reshape and polish my statements and my focus. So it will change over time. Just make a decision and move forward. So that's the vision for your business. Go do the brainstorming, have a look at the themes that come out, and then based on those themes, go through your own process of decision making, right? Decide. Just choose a vision for your business. Now, what about creating that kind of a thing, that kind of a vision for your life? Now, this is a slightly more elaborate process. It takes time. You need to make the time if you really want to get the value out of this. And it's going to take you from a place where you are just simply currently making a living to a place where you will be able to actually design your life going forward. It's a real important distinction to make, guys. I don't believe that we spend as individuals enough time actually designing our lives. We spend more time probably on a damn shopping list for the supermarket than on designing our lives. So this will allow you to literally go and design your life. Right. What are our needs? What are the aspects of life you need to look at? If you look at what Tony Robbins says, he says there's 7 areas of life. They are physical, emotional, relationship, time, career, finances, and then spirit or contribution. So there's the 7 areas of your life. Look at all 7 of those areas and figure out your vision that you want for each of those parts of your life. You'll find that some of them will be more important and some others of them will be less important as you go through life, right? Relationships might be really important at the beginning of your life where you're looking for a life partner, right? Finances then will probably become more important over time. then family will become more important as you build and grow a family. So over your lifetime, those focus areas will change, and you will make a decision to spend more time on family or on relationships or on finances or whatever might be most important for you at that point in time. Now, the other reference I wanted to give you in terms of how do you craft this strategy for your own life, which aspects do you have to look at? There's the classical approach that talks about the 4 basic needs of mankind, right? And you can go look at the research. The best definition of that I've ever found is Stephen Covey's definition, where he says you need to live, you need to love, you need to learn, and you need to leave a legacy. Now, those 4 aspects clearly defines the 4 needs of any human being, right? Living just simply means it's the physical requirements or the physical needs that you've got. So it's a healthy body, it's sport, it is eating habits, it's sleeping habits. That's the living part. The loving part is all about relationships. You need a primary relationship, you need a family, you need some friends, you need those kinds of things. Those are the relationships aspects. So that's the love part of that statement. The third part of the statement says learn, right? And that's the mental or the growth aspect of your life. You have a need as a human being to continually grow, right? There's that famous saying that says if you're not growing, you're dying. I think it's true. So the third need is a learning or a mind need. And the fourth need that Covey describes, he says you need to leave a legacy. That's the spiritual aspect of your life. What'll be different in this world because you happen to spend 80 years or 90 years or 120 years on this earth? Those are the needs. So I've gone through a process that I found in a book called Power Goals, the blueprint to go from ordinary to extraordinary. It's a very elaborate process. I spent the time. I probably spent in total somewhere between 10 and 12 hours on it over a period of time, right? But also remember that I actually read the book in that same period of time. Okay, so I've got my life vision defined, right, in terms of where I'm going. That was the outcome of that process. What is also really, really important for you to figure out in that same process is, why do you want to do all of this stuff? Okay, so the reason why, in terms of your own personal vision, is exceptionally important to also figure out for yourself. Again, watch out for the excuse that, oh, this is such an elaborate process, it needs so much time, I can't get to the answer, blah, 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 and therefore I'm doing nothing. Watch out for that one. All right, so I hope that helps a little bit. This is the first step in the strategy crafting process. That's the visioning step. Do those for your business and for your life. I've given you enough examples. I think that's the very first step. Tomorrow, I will talk to you about setting objectives. I hope this helps and this clarifies and pushes you forward on your journey. If you like this, like or subscribe or drop me a mail and ask questions. I'd love to get into a conversation with you. Hope this helps. Rooting for your success.